Hello there, hi. As I've not managed to secure a house sit in Portugal for May, which I was hoping to do, I thought I would just show you a little bit of the Costa del Worthing. And the way the weather's been for the last several weeks, you really, could be excused for thinking that you were on the Costa del Sol. In fact, we've had far better weather here than a lot of the places down on the Costas have had. Hoping you can hear me okay over the waves, because I'm right down by the shoreline at the moment. So I came down this morning actually intending just to take some photos and videos of all the flowers on the beach. So it's really lovely when you start getting the purples and the pinks and the yellows, rather than, just the pebbles. And so, yeah, I started off doing that, but there's a few other bits in there. So I hope it gives you a little taste of Worthing on the south coast of Sussex, which is where the south coast of England, in Sussex. You get what I mean. Because that's where I live, and this is where we're getting the sunshine and the dry weather, and a beautiful, beautiful spring, early summer this year. So yes, what was I saying? I intended to just sort of video and photograph some of the flowers, but along the way I came across some timber harps which you can play. So there's some lovely ethereal, relaxing music somewhere along here. Okay, and I'll hopefully have an update on travels very soon. Okay, hope you enjoy.
And it does look like it could be anywhere on the Mediterranean, doesn't it? Or the Adriatic coast. Apparently, this spring we have already had more sunshine than the whole of last summer. Right, this flower here is a red valerian, and apparently about 5 miles or so east of here, on Shore and Beach, it is absolutely covering the whole beach. You can't see anything but red. This one is Seashore Mallow, which is related to hibiscus. And it's one that I really like. I've got some growing in my garden. And here we have some coastal ragwort. And then just underneath it along here, we've got some toadflax. These here are seashore daisies, and they're creating a beautiful carpet underneath some of the palms. And now we're wandering across to an area known as the East Beach Studios, which is a lot of different artists and artisans. And this is outside Coast Cafe, which is an eatery and also a music venue. Completely eclectic mix of musicians and types of music. Quite a lot of free sessions, and they have a rooftop, which is lovely. It's a really great place to be in the summer and always buzzing. Move along here. This jacket caught my eye, the one at the bottom there, with the beautiful sort of iridescent, I was going to say fluorescent, not fluorescent, iridescent wings on the back. I really rather like that. And then I went past timber harps, which are made by a guy called Thomas Freer, and saw that sign for timber harps on the beach. So I went down there to have a little look. And here is Thomas's studio on the beach, and you can go in and try out his beautiful, beautiful instruments. I have no idea what that language is that I'm hearing in the background. If you know, drop me a comment, let me know. Now this certainly isn't a native flower. I think it's something called Camassia. I think most of the boat is full of varieties of allium, which I'm not going to try and identify. And then down here, I think it's an old anchor, but I didn't actually investigate well enough to know. But I'm fairly sure it's an old anchor, and I didn't video it enough to do it justice, really. Here we have something that's quite popular at the moment, which are horse box saunas. I think there are at least 2 around Brighton, around Worthing, and yes, certainly a couple on Brighton Beach as well. Not something that actually appeals to me. I don't like the idea of saunas at all. My first thought was that these are chives. They may well be, but they're definitely another type of allium. And sea kale, most of the flowering is over now, it's going to seed. Now you can eat sea kale, but it is very salty, so only eat a very little bit. Right, fishing. Sadly, I don't know about anywhere else in the country, but certainly along here on the south coast, local fishermen are a dying breed. I think there are literally a handful of families where it's been passed down through the generations that, you know, father, son are fishermen in small boats. And so you can buy fresh fish at various times of the week at different locations along the coast. So as we just saw, at this particular part of East Worthing, it's a Thursday. Further along west of where I live, I think by the pier. By the pier. You can buy fish on a Sunday. Now, the road that you could just see behind there is the A259, which is the coast road, and it runs from Kent right through to Hampshire along the south coast. So from Folkestone in Kent, I think, through to Emsworth in Hampshire, and that's something like 120 miles. And going out to sea, what you might just about be able to make out very hazily on the horizon out there is the Rampion wind farm, or which will soon be known as Rampion 1, because Rampion 2 is on the cards. And this is swinging back round westward, back towards Worthing town, and there is Worthing Pier. Which has quite a history. It's been nearly destroyed a couple of times. Okay, in lieu of a travelling and adventuring video, which I don't have at the moment, that was an at-home video, and I hope you found it interesting. Okay, see you soon. Bye now.